Hey guys, Travis with the Oxlide here. We're at the Axial Precision booth with Mark, and we're going to talk about the new Mountain Shadow rifle.
So we've developed a series of rifles around 6 cartridges that will burn their powder inside of 20 inches. So we had to pick those cartridges specifically so that they would actually get the velocities and the performance we wanted out of those cartridges. So we're basically getting Magnum performance in a 20 to 21 inch barrel. We offered in the 300 PRC, the 6.5 PRC, the 300 short action ultra mag, Winchester short mag, the 7 SAUM, and the 6.5 Creed enriched Sherman 6.5 SST. So far, the most popular caliber we've been running is the 300 PRC on our Magnum action. The rifles come in scoped. This one with a 24-ounce scope runs right at 7.5 pounds. Obviously, we added a suppressor to it, so you got 16 ounces up front. But this is run on our stock, our lightweight carbon fiber stock that's all hand laid. This is not a laminate or a dip. We run the Trigger Tech triggers. We're running 29-25 with 112 grain ELD M or X out of this.
Okay.
And the base rifles start at right at 6 pounds, so it's whatever accoutrement you want to add to them. We're running proof barrels because they just have such a great performance record, and in our actions with the asymmetry that we're running. So when we're talking about building our own actions in-house, we don't take somebody else's product and just claim it or have them stamp our name on it. This was designed in-house by us. So we run a single piece bolt. That's run from L-bar stock that we cut out of 4140. We nickel bore on it, so it's Rockwelled out at 82. We run twin ejectors and an M16 extractor. We're the only company in the world that's running a domed recoil lug with a bearing surface on the outside of it that helps with our front end alignment. So when you want your barrel and action to be fully aligned, you can't have your bolt head dropping out because of the pressure from the sear, the trigger sear. So we run Jim Borden's bump in the back. We run our patented system up front and an asymmetrical receiver. So it's actually shorter on the north-south than it is on the east-west. So when we're running this and you're in that open slop, you can clear all that debris. You can see us on YouTube running a frozen action, just lifting it with 2 fingers. As you go into that short axis of the oval, you're now fully supported. Your bolt head is in that short matrix, so it has a full support on both sides. As you come out again, you've got that loose tolerance to clear that debris, those copper shards that you get, anything that falls in there. So that's part of our patents. The other part is this Tenon System. So instead of having one bearing surface where you're sucking 2 pieces of metal together, we run 2 additional stepped surfaces that slip fit into our action. So I can actually take this and tighten it down with 2 fingers, and you won't be able to break it with 2 hands. And so I'm going to go ahead and bottom it out right here, and I'll back it up, and you can go ahead and try and pop that loose.
I already did this, and there's no way. Nope.
It's just one of those things that when you talk about precision manufacturing, there's no give and take in that. You're either running your tolerances correctly or you have that loose slop. We want to run our tolerances correctly. We run all CNC machines. 5th axis stuff is very common in our shop, just so that we can get that matrix down. Like 20 years ago, you couldn't run an asymmetrical action. You basically had to run it as a cylinder. And so that's the difference. Price point wise, as this rifle's set up without the can, we're running $7,995 for the shows. That gets you either the Zeiss or the Swaro. Base rifles start at 6 pounds, and whatever you add to them is what weight you add to them. And again, this is $59.95 right now, our Mountain Shadow. And if you're running the choice, well, in the Mountain Shadow, we guarantee half minute with all of our rifles. The Choice Ammunition teamed up with us to create a load and powder matrix that works inside this short barrel. So you're getting that 29-25 out of that 212. You're getting the 29-50 out of the 147s and the 6.5 PRCs. And so if you want true performance, you buy that Choice Ammunition, and they sell it. The 300 PRC is like $80 a box, $79.99, and the 6.5 PRC is $69.99. Cool. So actually, to feed them is not really extravagant. I mean, you can run typical factory ammo in it in our short barrel designs, but you'll just have a little bit of flame at the end, and you won't quite get the velocities we do.
Faster.
That's right. Yep.
Cool.
And in our standard packages where we're running 24s and 26, of course, the guarantee's all there. It doesn't matter really what you run in them. We we found that our actions and our technology is so stable, we just don't have problems with those point of impact shifts you get a lot of times with other actions.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem, man. It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as
Take
well.
care.